We did have a pause here, folks, so don't worry. You haven't missed anything yet. Teams just leaving the base here as they're all smoked up.
They were already all chatting. Let me tell you what.
I think it was about, I saw the word levels.
Yeah, so they tipped it, and then Devi Lama said, what level is your Viper? And then Amar said, 300 experience to 29, Monka S, impossible to get 30. So the all chatting starting good, and you know, we've had multiple levels of it. I think we should start all chatting. Like when somebody messes up in the game, we can just type out, "Oh, that was bad," or something.
Just like yikes or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that. That's pretty good. Not like they're over here.
Yeah,
you don't want to do that yet.
That's the next level. We'll wait on that one.
All right, sounds good.
But out across the map, and we'll see how this one works out. Yeah, K1 Hector, he's going to be playing on the Weaver this time around. We'll see how everything sorts itself out. Now, the big dynamic here, we talked a lot about it, and the panel taking Heroic to win this, a little bit surprising, but Schofield playing on his Shaker does have to contend with a Clockwork. That one always hurts. It does.
Yeah, the last time, or maybe not the last time they faced off, I know at least recently when they faced off, they did get the win in a 2-game series over Falcons, and that was courtesy of the Shaker, but yeah, Clockwork is traditionally seen as the worst counter pick for a, Clockwork's the worst for a Shaker to have to deal with because, like the panel said, you just, if you get a hook shot, you're just done. You have to get that force staff, and then oftentimes Clockwork might have a force staff too, so it's pretty hard to handle this hero. You need a lot of help, and got to make sure you don't get scattered out first. But we have some more tools to deal with that in the game. Maybe get like a ninja gear or something.
Yeah.
Can't get found out.
There. Could be nice.
It's also, Shakers aren't as dependent on the Blink Dagger anymore either, so sometimes they play fights a little bit differently now with like the Shard and stuff, so still pretty brutal, but it's a bit of a signature hero for him here.
And at the very least, nowadays, when it comes to... Oh, they might actually catch the Shaker up there if he's not careful. When it comes to, like, rotating towards mid, Zeus not as, like, worried about a fissure block off since you're oftentimes going to have that leap available and everything else.
Yeah.
But definitely in terms of this game, if all have missed the matches that have come out from Heroic and Falcons, two big personalities in the off lane. Amar, obviously, notorious for his antics, but likewise, Devi Lama, definitely the type of player to, draw attention to himself, both in terms of how he plays and also how he carries himself.
Yeah, this room is like lightly soundproofed, and I think we would probably hear him if he manages to score, like pick up a rampage or something, even over here. Because he's definitely someone who gets loud and bangs that table. Many a webcam have shaken and fallen when I watch a Heroic game.
Fissure block there to try and keep the wave under. Can Skitter block the creep wave well enough? Oh, it's going to be close. Oh, my God, he did it. Dude, that's so good. All right, it's not going to be pushing out now.
That's a tough one. And, another thing, though, of course, this draft, the Chen, right? Snaking's playing Chen. Not a hero we get to see all too often anymore because he's banned out in the first phase every single time. And Heroic, they have let it through before. Fear, and you actually said it right before Fear did because I think you guys were casting one of those games together in terms of getting the Primal Beast to try and counter it. They went for a couple other heroes this game, though. They definitely have some good Chen answers between like Shaker's decent, Weaver, and Pango, though, also very solid.
Right, good at ways to...
And Wyvern, obviously.
Right.
One of the absolute best ones.
For KJ. I'm going to be curious to see what he's able to do. You can see already out of the mid lane, Analog 4-2 versus the 5-3. If there's one thing that Zeus does do well, it's put that pressure on, shove the wave into you, make things annoying.
Bottom lane, they just got a ton of harass onto K1.
Ooh,
got him trapped inside the cogs. That is crazy. I mean, it is the level 1 Shukuchi that you always try and punish on a Weaver, but it's rare that you actually find that punish, especially with just cogs.
Well, and, they had time to figure out, and they knew what the lane was going to be early because they picked K1 Hector's heroes early, and oftentimes that one gets sort of sent towards the end for him where you can get a counter pick or something. Not this time. Chain Lightning Creep for Snake King. See how much damage they can get with that. 11-4 right now versus 6-2. 9, he doesn't look out of practice.
Yeah, he's been doing a little bit of pub playing here to get back and ready. It does feel like a while since we've seen him, but I guess all in all, considering the career he's had, it's just a small break.
Yeah.
For one of the best mid laners to do it, and again, someone who has a humongous hero pool. This is one of his more familiar ones, not really something that's a little bit out there and wacky, but I'd like to see him bust out something else throughout this tournament here too, but maybe just get a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah.
Before we'll look at the fun ones.
At least for now, having a good time. The other lane, man, Sven really taking him out. Snake King not going to be blocked off there, does get the deny on his creep, but it's bottom where the real problems are going. 13-7 right now. Sven, or excuse me, no, top. That's my bad. Sven is out.
Up, down.
Down bottom, it's where it's also going bad for Hector, where he only has 7 last hits so far in this Weaver. Really not having a good time at all.
And, you know, dying. But there's a lot of creeps here right now. So, yeah, he's going to clean these up. Look, going to get that flag bearer. Gets the range creep, too, with one Chikuchi.
Gets the link broken. Important.
A solid 4 seconds there, I would say, to get him back into the game here for K1.
Yeah, he's needed.
The other big hero of this game, the Viper. Right, Llama going to be very dependent on how his lane goes. How his lane going? 5 CS? You know, lane winner? I don't know.
So good.
That's not necessarily lane winning, I don't think, right there. But get the poison on the field here now, so should be able to scoop up a lot of these last hits. Snake King doing his best to try and deny them up, but can't quite get them.
Bugs onto Omar. Forces him back slightly. Well, they're going to try and maybe put some pressure on here if they can. I mean, if nothing else, at least they're, you know, still getting some levels under Heroic. Doesn't feel like they're out of the lane. Just definitely not getting a ton of CS for their trouble.
Snake King's hitting them with the roar.
Yeah.
Yeah, reduce that hero, that intimidate. The Giant Wolf's ferocious roar, reduces all nearby enemies' total attack damage.
It is pretty cool. You just run that thing in there, make it so he can't last hit 4 seconds. It's super annoying. Yeah, lane's not going good out of the gate for Heroic.
Skeeter? That's a lot of damage they just got with that fish.
Oh my god. If they could bring Dimir down here, it would be really big.
Oh, body block?
Oh, DOT. It's not quite going to be enough mist on the blood grenade too, and that is not going to be a kill. Now Schofield getting chased down by Crit. Fissure, well played. That's going to be enough to get him away. Unless they can make it
Wait.
the trees.
There's another blood grenade here, but I don't think the movement, the movement speed is just too much. The wind lace helping out.
Llama no more mana on this Viper, bringing out mangoes for himself.
That has helped out Hector though, right? I mean, now he's back up to 22 CS. You pull away this clockwork. Partially that's just because of the levels. Like, it's going to be harder and harder to actually punish this Weaver once he's like Swarm and Geminate up here. He can actually bully a little bit.
Do need to be careful coming up soon now as well. 9 about to hit level 6.
Yeah, Analog pretty low here too.
Yeah, if he can get one more creep. Oh, he just gets level 6 before him. Ooh, 9.
Yeah, he's got ult, or wand rather, before the ult.
Yeah. All right, and that's level 6 now. With Crit making the move over, has to be careful about this.
Oh, if he catches him.
Yeah, I mean, any battery assault, he's going.
Yeah, he thought there was a ward because of the way he was moving, but he almost got away with it.
Yeah. All right, it's down bottom, the rune, and it's going to be a haste. KJ makes the move all the way over. 9 will get this one himself. Does he try and go in for this play? He has a lot of mana. It's going to be enough.
Oh, it's so close.
Oh my god, but the save! The blood grenade, everything thrown in. Analog still living. Hogs push back. Analog in trouble and is going to die. Crit also will go down.
Yeah, at least you forced the sacrifice there, but it is still getting the enemy mid.
Right. Schofield only 1 point up in Fissure. But the 2 supports are going to soak the experience in the mid lane now as they head on off to pick up the Wisdom runes. So only a 1,000 gold lead here out of the lanes. But there is that slight advantage that they've got going.
You can see down bottom here, it's now 3 points up in the Shikuchi, so virtually impossible for Mara to get any sort of a real punish onto the Weaver. He should not be dying in that situation.
No.
So the farm should be fine for him. Still have to find a way to try and improve the life of Divine Llama, though. It's quite bad right now.
Right.
He's still only at 14 last hits. He's neck and neck with KJ's Wyvern.
Yeah, that part's not great. You can see Snake King is starting to catch up to him now, too. And the levels are like a pretty significant differential also. Your Sven is almost level 6, and by the way, Skid are farming up like these little stacks that have been built up along the top side of the jungle. So this is starting to feel a little bit spooky. If Sven can get off to a hot start, he will eat through these heroes.
Yeah, of course, this is before like Chen even comes online, you know,
Right.
towards that mech, and now he's getting the levels where he can actually move through the jungle, get all this farm for yourselves here too, so the clock is ticking right now. They still haven't gotten any use out of this Rolling Thunder either. I think that's what they were trying to do here with like maybe a Fisher into it, but can't find a connection here.
They're doing a good job, I mean, of securing these runes now.
Yeah, that was good. You know, you're not able to secure a kill into an ulti or something like that, but just get that regen away from the Zeus. It's going to slow his game down a little bit there. Now he's going to come up top. He really wants to use this Rolling Thunder.
One. Oh my god. I think he's just... Ooh. If Kurt was able to get that one, that would have been huge. So, still ahead, but not by an impossible margin for Heroic. Analog going to take these stacks.
Oh, that's a big recovery. I mean, he's been running around for so long, like trying to
Yeah.
make something happen. It felt like with this ulti. But, you know, Shaker is getting mid, so that's okay. Shaker obviously needs that earlier golden XP compared to a lot of supports. And Analog picking up this stack like this kind of makes all this wandering a little bit less painful.
Yeah, about even with the other heroes. Tons of stacks being built all over. And I think almost all of them are done by Falcons.
That is definitely the Falcons' MO, right? Like they're definitely a stack-based team.
9. I think they scouted him moving down there. Hector does have to be careful with Thunder God's Wrath ready. He's just backing all the way to the side. They are going to see him on this ward, but that just tells him that he can't really make that move easily. God, he's just so broke on Viper.
Yeah, I mean, he's had this like full rotation here too from the Pango and the Wyvern for a while. Skitter's just back in the jungle, spending it up, and he is just clicking this tower.
Oh my god, that was close. Hector in trouble. Oh, tries to get away, and he loses vision. Oh, just barely. Lightning bolt. It's not quite going to connect. Hector used every Lotus and survives through that. That's huge.
Right back to farming. Speaking of which, Skitter popping the ulti there for the Ancient stack. Lyra just here. And look at Analog. Despite wandering around the jungle, he's actually taken so much of this farm that he is still ahead of these other two cores here from Falcons. This is really impressive.
Yeah.
He has taken a lot of net worth away from this Sven. This Sven should be up like almost to 6K, I would say, by now.
Not going to happen. So a good job of sort of managing the pressure that are coming in. Even Clockwork's out there taking a stack.
There is a cost to that, unfortunately, because it's your mid laner kind of running around playing like anti-carry style, and your side lanes, like the Weaver's like kind of okay, but we've seen him bullied and forced back, and he can't just sit in lane and farm. Your Viper, sort of the same thing. It started out so poorly. Now he's just in total catch-up mode. But Analog, he's the mustard, you see.
I don't know what you mean by that, but that sounds great.
Because he's spicy.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, and he doesn't quite get it done. That's why mustard always needs a second condiment. See? Figured it out.
Got it.
Solved.
Where's the mayo? Give us the mayo.
We are in Europe, yeah. The fries come with the mayo here, which, gotta say, big fan.
Sick of me. Schofield wants to run in now. See if they can get this guy. Echo drops it down, and just barely enough. There was no damage coming from K1 at all. Oh, it was all Schofield finishing the job.
Yeah, it just starts healing you after a certain point.
Yeah.
Crit, unfortunately, here a little bit too late with the hook shot. He gets jumped on here. They're even going to use the curse.
Okay.
Nine's coming.
His Courier's just hanging out there, but Crit, does end up getting the return kill on the Schofield. Tries to drop this one down. Thunder God's Wrath will be enough for the finish. Gets one, not the other. And K1 manages somehow again to just barely escape.
Well, Nine's rotations working out here again. 3-0-0, 69 last hits here. And Phylactery done?
Okay.
I think, yeah, on its way.
Sven has hit a lot of creeps, though. No doubt
Sure
about
has.
that. All right, bring me a salve, Schofield. All right, Nice. Back to work. So we'll see how these next couple of minutes play out, but I will say that, you know, you look at the heroic heroes, they have some scary team fight potential. If you catch a good curse around a Sven, everybody's gonna die.
Yeah, the curse can go crazy this game. I like the fact that he has the Blink Dagger queued up already. I don't know if he'll actually get it first. He might go for the Glimmer to begin with, but you can just see the positioning. Like, there's a Razor, a Sven, and then just Chen, right? Between like all the creeps and the potential that can happen there. You can find something pretty miraculous, but it's going to come down to that positioning. So, Blink Dagger, the only way you can try and secure something that's really game-changing for this hero.
Smoke down bottom. They want to try and connect here and find a kill. Now, Crit backs away, so too will 9. He's going to play the bodyguard for the moment. But Analog makes the move, and he can get right on to 9 here if they want. They feel safe with their ward, but I mean, the Fissure to start wants to jump away. Roll up. Oh, that's scary. That's time to get out. Oh, and the hook shot connection. But there it is. Winner's Curse to save the day, and he already soaked up all that damage. So thank you so much for saving me, Crit.
Oh, the Chen creeps, man. They just whooped him.
They bring down that Clockwork. But yeah, it was all them. There was not very much damage done by that.
Beat him up.
One of the issues.
All right, nice save there. I thought that was going to go a little bit poorly, getting so aggressive. Dry Llama pops the ulti here onto Amar. Broken, slowed.
Do they have enough damage, though? Trying to bring them low. Looks like he's going to survive, but they do force out the Hand of God. Schofield now is in a bit too far himself.
He has Fissure.
Not going to get it off in time, but wait a minute.
Dunk.
Cold Embrace. Cold Embrace. Echo drops down. Damage onto Skitter. Doesn't have ulti from Divine Llama. Now tries to throw it back onto Amar. Couple more hits, but he's barely surviving through it. I mean, they're just playing them back and forth like a fiddle here. Can Hector get the tower, though? Does still have his ulti ready, and Hero's moving in. It's going to take a bit. Hook shot. Hector tries to get away. Does have time lapse.
Yeah,
uses it now. And does he manage to get out of there? It looks like he's going to for the moment. And there it is, another turn. Do they have enough damage to kill off the Razor? Not quite. Mar lives. I mean, they're keeping it close.
Yeah, they are. I mean, Hector's not getting his traditional time to just hit creeps. They're really trying to focus him down here, but they are finding these little turnaround plays. Once more, Analog taking over that dire jungle, still staying high on the net worth. He's done a great job of that this game, considering he's a Pango that's been just roaming and wandering for so much of this game. And again, a lot of his net worth is just kind of taken away from this Sven. Like, you would think with how this game's looked for Sven at this point, he's 0-0-1. He hasn't really been fighting. You would think he would be a little bit richer.
Yeah. Well, not the case at all. And they do see that that ward was dropped on down there. Just a sentry.
All right. We got the big pickup here, the Blink Dagger for Schofield. Unfortunately, level 7 and only 1 point in the Aftershock. So you're not going to get this, like, big oomph factor of the Echo Slam just quite yet. He needs a bit more for that one.
Going again, over to the side, trying to bring down this Razor. Do they have enough for the kill? It looks like they will. Divine Llama also getting saved. The Cold Embrace, it's not going to be enough. But the Fissure and the back away, Schofield picking up the shield room.
Net positive here again, though, for Heroic.
His offlaners just throwing their bodies at each other while Hector keeps the farm going. So 17 minutes, very even game, and definitely on the side of Heroic, the bigger like ultis. I mean, is that something that you'd be at all concerned about at this point? Do you feel like, oh my God, there it is. I mean, he just echoes and they blow up Crit. How worried are you right now if you're Falcons?
I mean, Sven's about to pick up the Blink Dagger. That seems to be the plan here, to try and get Skitter actually involved, right? So that has certainly been a bit of an issue, right? They're their biggest and best hero in this game. Just can't really participate that easily in the engagements. And with the Blink Dagger, you know, he's going to have the Clockwork to send him up there, and then all this backup of heals here from the Chen that's also super going to benefit Amar, because he's the one who's to, like, play sort of this in the fray hero of, like, in and out and everything. What it comes down to, for me, is just like the curse, how that plays out. Because I think that's why KJ is going Blink. Because he knows that curse just wins this game. But it's also really risky because he's going Blink versus Clockwork and Zeus.
Yeah. No, so if they can find him.
Yeah, it's really easy to just die.
Yeah.
And there's no second chance when you buy Blink, right? Like if he Thunder Gods and you just get hookshot, you lost the fight.
Devi spots him, immediately goes in, and it's going to be brought down. Crit steals that kill.
Beautiful isolation with the cogs. Get your carry out of there for the kill.
That's
Write
right.
that down, Clockwork players. I mean, you got an Orchid to buy.
That's right, absolutely. 9.
This is gonna be the saddest Blink Dagger. I can just feel it. I sense it.
Yeah. Oh.
Speaking of sad Blink Daggers, because that one's not getting used.
Catching one.
Oh wait, I spoke too soon. He's out.
They back away. K1 right on top of him. Couple more rolls through and he's dead.
Snaking won't even give him the mech.
Fissure Skitter finds one and he just gets exploded. No curse for you. And that signals for everybody else to get the hell out of there.
Enemy has vision.
Yeah.
It picks the ward. I don't think there was one though, unfortunately.
Amar is kind of in no man's land here. Oh, wait a minute. Jump forward. They find one. Zeus in trouble. 9 tries to get away. Bugs onto him. But that jump, it's so hard to stay on target. K1 Hector moves forward. They get vision immediately, and he has gone in far too far.
Echo's back.
Llama there for the save.
He has Echo? Oh, he got
Big dunk on both of them. The Fissure connection. Schofield, right what he needed. He's going to pay for it with his life.
Good trade, good trade. We take those.
He takes that one for sure. Now Amar still getting hit. A couple more jumps through, and there's going to be the curse. Do they have anything to follow this up? Absolutely. Amar is going to drop for the second round in Heroic. Who's worried about a Chen?
Very nicely done. I mean, that's what happens. Like, we get to sort of the second bout of the fight, right? Like, they kind of won the first one from Falcons, but eventually Sven starts losing that ulti. He doesn't really want to participate. He wants to go back to farming. And Heroic just say that we're not done. I hear no bell. They come back in. They use these Blink Daggers that, although Wyvern didn't get to use it the first time, it helps them catch back up, get that follow-up ulti right at the end, and suddenly it's a mob and bucket situation where they end up cleaning up a late second engagement that puts them ahead.
It's a really impressive showing all around from Heroic. This team, they just have their own ideas about how they want to play Dota, and when it works, it works. It's very good. So, 20-minute mark coming around now.
Another smoke. Skitter coming in. Oh, KJ again. Oh, he blinked. Where is it?
Yeah, there's no answer for that. He's too quick on it.
Enemy has vision. Bro's convinced there's wards everywhere. I mean, they do
had
that one this time. This time they do.
It's gotta be annoying. I mean, to be fair, like, there isn't really an item that saves him there no matter what, right? Like, the only thing is maybe...
Well, he got a blink react.
True.
Come on.
Hector.
Just be a god gamer.
True. They looking to chase this, maybe? No, it doesn't look like it. 9's still invis for a little bit. Trying to get into the Aghanim Scepter. You know, it makes sense that 9 would play Zeus in, like, the old style. No shard for him, you know? Not going for the Manta build.
Yeah, he's just like, nah, I can't, guys. And he's got the flag tree, right? That's new age-ish.
Yeah.
What? Is that new? No, I guess that would have been there last time. I just wasn't that good. Maybe.
Don't die to this now. Good. Let's see. So, Shard picked up for Crit and Schofield in this one. Pretty huge. And of course, with all of the gold that he's been gathering with staying in these fights, Schofield has got a Force Staff coming out to himself right now. They have really started accelerating the gold on that Earthshaker.
Yeah, that kill on the Zeus helped him out a ton. Because he really needs that. Obviously, the Force Staff versus the Clockwork. A necessity just to continue playing the game. Every smoke also super necessary here from Heroic. They kind of need them to open up the fights because it's the only way that KJ might get off a Blink ulti.
Skitter, amplify damage.
Don't get close to your friends there.
Yeah, that's scary. Although, I mean, also taking a fight into a DD at this point, you can't really afford to do that.
There was a successful scan there from Falcons as well. They recognize they're all there. Hector still continuing to play pretty deep here. He's under a sentry right now. Bit of a risky spot to be. It looks like the Orchid is almost done here for crit. It's 300 gold away. That could be a big game changer in these fights. There'll be no answer there from that Wyvern.
Hector's been playing this very well. Like, I think, you know, talking about that Orchid coming out and how dangerous that's going to be eventually, but the fact that he's been able to survive this entire time, considering how often they've run at him.
Yeah, and look at this. They're going to run down for the Roche, but again, another scan. They are reading these movements, probably between just like D-wards and stuff, I'm sure. But they know they're down here.
Doesn't look like they want to take.
Well, snaking smokes. He's going to pick up Skitter.
Oh.
Nine's got the ulti.
I mean, clock is too far away. He's not going to be able to get here in time. The flare is going to go out, see that Roche is about to go down, and
dude, he's going in.
I mean,
they don't like
Roche
it now because of the flare.
Very low.
Yeah, but they don't like it with the flare. This is scary.
This is really spooky.
All right, where's KJ? Shaker hiding in a pretty precarious position here.
They see it. Skitter, he has that blink ready to go with the BKB. Does he want to go in right away? Jump in, finding two. They got him immediately, but Skitter, he steals it. The Aegis comes out, but it is devastation on the other side of the fight. They get the Aegis, but they're going to lose a lot here. Can they get away with everybody else? Already Vipered in exchange for that Zeus. KJ gets swiped down to death. Schofield in no man's land, and well, even though they managed to start that fight isolating the Zeus, it's three that go down.
You know what happened? Well, it looked really bad at the start, but then Chen got off ulti and mech.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's what happened, because you were right. It looked like they were potentially going to lose quite a few, but it did not end up that way.
Nonetheless.
Great decision there from Falcons to go and fight that.
Got it in time.
I mean, think about the heroes that they're playing and the potential in that area for heroic.
Oh, yeah.
And Falcons still decided to go in and fight that. And they kind of did it in a really interesting way, right? They kind of went in like a staggered formation. They ensured that they weren't lined up for any sort of an Echo Sam play or any sort of a Winter's Curse. They just kind of waited it out. Crit also, it's not like he flared right away when they scanned. He waited until they were close enough with the flare that they could do something about it.
God, and I think that the...
And look at this chat. Look at that.
Yeah. God, if Snaking does not get that off, man.
Yeah, because then the ulti doesn't get off from the Zeus either.
Right. Yeah, huge. Absolutely huge. And of course, the cleanup of the rest of these heroes. Thankfully for the side of Heroic, they did end up getting the Razor kill eventually on the back side of this, but still very... strong moment for Falcons in this game. Now having that Aegis, and Skitter can just sit on it. Level 20 now. And by the way, I also saw during all that happening, Greaves completed on Chen.
Yeah, and he went and picked up a great healing Lotus as well that was sitting over there in the old Lotus pool. So even harder to burst him down.
Right, and even though they have team fight, like amongst the spells, items-wise, there is nothing. There are no auras, there's no, you know, it's 4 staffs and blinks. Like, the strength of the lineup of Falcons with the Chen auras is going to be nutty. That Zeus Aghanim Scepter now done. But finding Snaking right at the start of the fight would be pretty huge for them.
Thundercut's wrath.
Oh, good Cogs pushback. That ensures the kill onto Hector. Very well done.
Yeah, at the same time, it also just gave the save down there to Snaking because he was in a pretty rough spot there. Looked like he might have got caught out, but vision given and saved.
6,000 gold lead now. Skitter taking full advantage of everywhere on this map. As they get stronger, KJ's ulti gets stronger too.
That's the way to think about it. There you go.
But you can see Falcon's been playing in a way where it's just not offering them opportunities to hit those big ults.
These are the saddest Viper games, man.
Yeah.
They're just hard to watch.
I will bet you like $20 that Divine Llama plays Centaur next game. Like, when you have a game like this and a player like that, you just know he wants to go back to his comfort. And like, Divine Llama wants to blink high ground with no vision and try and find a stall. And he'll either like hit nobody or hit 4.
Yeah, but he looks so good doing it too.
Yeah. K1 He doesn't care about picking up items. It's for his team to do.
Snake King, by the way, just grabbed a Paladin sword.
Oh.
That's nice. As if
good.
these heals haven't been so brutal enough already. On the ward here. Oh, Hector. Is there any way?
No, they're nearby. It's not easy. Ooh. Yeah, that would have been it.
Well, maybe.
Oh my god. Does he have anything to get him out of there? Time lapse. Good turnaround from Schofield. Now bugs onto a couple. KJ looking, hunting, wanting to find some. Skitter's in pretty far. They move in. Do they want to chase this? Snake King trying to get away. He's going to go down, most likely a couple more hits. Yeah. That's enough.
Not worth popping the Lotus there. And I mean, that's the Lincolns, right? Like,
yeah.
They just need that little bit extra, but they had no other Lincolns pop, so they had to choose between the Orchid or the stun, and that's what they went with.
Good gold in their coffers. Has no point really going for the spend with Aegis still on, although that is about to expire now. And maybe that will be the opportunity when Heroic try and play a little bit more together. Falcons still feeling very strong at this point in the game.
Llama
does have a fourth path.
the waving at him. Oh, hey, nice. The save of the Hurricane Pike gets him out of there.
Bang, 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 bang.
Crit, looking towards a 4-staff. Very good for chasing the Shaker, but also really good for popping that Lincolns. That'll be really good.
In the meantime, Snake King, a lot of the creeps dead. They're going to roll in as a few and find themselves crit here. So they bring down that Clockwork again, slowly eking their way back into this, our Heroic.
Yeah, I mean, hitting into a tier 3 as well at the same time, so.
Yeah.
Just getting a bit of pressure here.
Octarine next for 9. Full-on just Zeus damage build, but not going for the shard.
No lightning hands here required. Divine Llama might be set up to
hold embrace. Does have some help if he needs it, and he's gonna try to get out of there. Glimmer! Oh, jeez. Are they going in? Schofield, get away from him.
Wow.
And Skitter, the blink, they dodge.
Everyone out?
I mean, that's pretty huge.
Yeah,
BKB's down.
That's smoke and go right there.
Oh, yeah. That was God's strength used, too.
Curse, I guess, being used is a little bit disappointing, but Rolling Thunder's back up soon enough, so I think they're going to move out right after this, try and get a good Echo Slam play. Schofield looking to increase their hunting capabilities here, trying to get himself a Shadow Blade here with the help of the Philly Stone. Has that Ogre's Heel Totem too, which is really nice for these fights. Kind of a second 4-staff for him.
Right. Philly Stone is so good. Halberd is the choice for Divine Llama.
Yeah, this is definitely a Halberd-looking game for him, right? It's like you're not really going to get anything too big. You kind of need this like middling item that might save the game for you.
Hector, he just keeps getting away on nothing. Like, I don't get it. And now they're chasing. They're under a ward. They see crit. They see Snaking. He's trying to jetpack away. Can they get to him? The rest of the team. It looks like they're going to escape.
He leaves a ward behind here, too, that's going to keep an eye on this in case they want to reinitiate.
KJ being under that ward, it presents them a way to get it. No,
yeah, he spots it with the sentry, thankfully, for them at least.
Getting spicy. Well, Schofield, he's in no man's land. Invis, Shadow Blade, waiting for his opportunity. Looking, thinking about it. Goes in on mid, but there was the BKB reveal. Yeah, that was not meant to be. And now no Shaker. Crit spots him! Divine Llama found. No TP available for this guy. And he is going to go down here. So a little off the mark with the Shaker means that they can't take that fight.
They're so dependent on this Wombo combo at this point.
Yeah. Meantime, Skitter just keeps getting larger and larger. KJ.
Smoke's still going here.
Well, they find him.
Skinner just waiting. Wants any excuse to go for the jump right now.
Yeah. Good discipline being shown, though, by Falcons.
Yeah, probably looking towards the next Roche.
Yeah.
As we often see teams do. But the Roche, once more, it's the playground for Heroic. Curse, Echo Slam, Pangolier, Rolly, Holy, Oli. But again, it comes down to the vision that they're going to have from the Zeus. That's really what matters the most. So, smokes. Like, they have to have a smoke for the Roche fight. I think you cannot win a Roche fight without a smoke. Crit going to drop down another ward here. Don't think that was spotted from where Schofield was standing.
No.
I don't think Crit was visible.
They do have sentries, though, which, oh, man. Oh, man. All under vision. Schofield.
And look, he's checking.
Walking out.
He's going to check the top two and not down there.
Thinking about it. Yeah, they don't drop one in that area. Oh, is it just out of range? It's just out of range. This is really good for Falcons. If they can set up on this. Oh, they kill Hector's courier.
I think got a little bit lost on the way, you know. Bit of a storm, blew it off course.
I mean, so the dangerous thing here too, though, is that Heroic do have amazing vision. And yeah, they actually got the D ward now, so they'll have this.
There's still flares, though.
Yeah, that's scary.
Clockwork stonks. Crit.
Spot him, he's in trouble. Gleipnir out, tries to jetpack away, hook shots in instead. Fissure not where they need it. No buyback on this Earthshaker, and now trying to roll away, but Amar's right on top of him. Crit is in trouble and going to die. Well, Analog saved for the moment by the Cold Embrace. Will it be enough to get him out of there? It looks like it is for the moment. Well, Divine Llama, he pushes back and able to kite Skitter away from this. Hector, time-lapse, runs away, needs to back out.
There's still a curse here. He might be forced to just drop it.
Oh, he tried to, but he couldn't get it. Amar shuts him down. Oh, it's just working together in perfect concert. Well played. It's mid-animation for the cast.
Yeah, he's trying to turn, flap those big old wings, but nothing there. Despite being kited the entire fight, it looked like for Skitter, still to get out the big damage.
Just like that, they're going to move on in, and if they need to, take it out.
A sad way to go, man.
Yeah.
All lightning.
Pretty much.
This guy needs to get grounded or something on the Wyvern. It's just Zeus and Razor taking him down.
Are they not going to rush? Okay. Guess it takes too long.
Well, if he
Wait for
takes
the
the roast,
side.
then they won't come back to it.
Yeah.
You know? And you just want to kill them again there every time. It's like a honeypot trap.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Why not? No. Just wait for it to come on up to the top side, then you get the cheese instead. Who wants a Roche's banner?
All right, the Radiant, we're scanning it. It does turn red at the last moments there. So, drawing. They've got some ideas, what they want to do.
Now they have all their abilities up.
Will they get tricked by this? Mara trying to be sneaky. No, they kind of realize. No, that's not real.
Crit.
All right, send
spot him. Tries to get away. Fissure is out. Couple more punches. Crit in trouble. Does he go down? It looks like it. Divine Llama's right there, and they get him. Analog still being walked all the way around, but they have one caught. That's a good
Hector.
one to get. That's immediately there. The Echo, but he got interrupted. He was right inside of it. A couple more hits. Chen going down low, and they do manage to bring down Snaking. Still dies in the midst of the Cold Embrace, but look at the damage coming from Hector. Amar gets the link off. It's good deeps, but they have the winner's curse for the moment now on to Amar. They have enough damage to bring down this Razor. He's very tanky. He's hard to kill. And now they also catch on to Hector. He doesn't have any saves. Oh, but the Sakuchi got him caught. That might have gotten him killed, or it's enough to stay alive. There it is. Sakuchi runs away. Amar, he's still getting kited, but the Manta in the back away. Everybody at such low HP. And it does look like Falcons will leave this one.
Yeah, he's just too low on mana there on 9. He doesn't quite have it left. Let's go back to the fountain. Dude, yeah, there are so many moments.
How scared do you think Hector was of dying when he got Cold Embrace trying to Sakuchi out of
I don't know who'd be more scared.
Yeah.
Him or KJ.
I mean, they're sitting next to each other. He could play some hands there if he needed to.
Wyvern and Shadow Demon are much more dangerous to play on land, you know?
Oh, yeah. And it's just an 8,000 gold lead.
And once again, Roche survives. Flare comes through to confirm his survivability here, and now they're all here, so
All right.
there is no Sven. This feels pretty comfortable here for Heroic.
They did smoke out with 3. I mean,
Surely.
I don't know. They're making the move.
Surely Crit wouldn't take an item out of his inventory right now and go for this steal, right?
I think they're too far away.
Surely. Oh man, why does it keep taking so long?
They have that vision, that ward there too. But yeah, they're gonna get it. So Cheese to Llama.
It's really close.
I mean, he's still in the area.
They're gonna have the Sven TB. They want this fight.
Shadowblade, they see him more. They see him. The Shadowblade. Oh, the Shadowblade is what they needed. Got him.
3 seconds
right on top. Immediately there. Fissure is out. Now Clockwork, he's gotten onto the Earthshaker, but they get away. BKB out. Now Hector finds one, wants to kill him off. Will there be enough to take down Clockwork? It looks like it will, but Analog, he got stuck to the side and is kind of in no man's land. Divine Llama completely out of mana. He too, well, wait, pops the cheese. Now he starts to beat into him. The disarm, doing good work. KJ right on top of him also. Right. The Mud Golem's getting in on the action, but Skinner, he says no. Way too strong. And they kind of just get eviscerated.
Yeah, remember that fight started on Razor? His damage must have been insane that fight.
Oh, wow.
I definitely did not get the full numbers.
5,000 damage dealt. Eat through the entire cheese. Yeah, it's pretty bad. And that was also the Aegis too, right? I think so.
Yeah, and then, I mean, Analog as well. Like, he took 3,000 damage just from Razor. Like, he just died to Razor. He just got isolated, like you said, just dead.
Man. Well, we've seen, I think the panel was talking about as answers to Pango, the Bane, we've seen the Batrider, now the Razor as another answer. And yeah, you can see right here, after this roll-up, the BKB reaction, it was just nowhere to go. He got absolutely wrecked.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
He got stuck in that little spot. That's when you can like walk into and hide. And then of course at the same time at the start of the fight, the Shaker's taken out immediately, right? Crit did his job as the Clockwork. Despite the initiation onto the Razor to start, he just silences and then finishes off the Shaker there in the river.
I mean, Amar is a problem. I don't know how they deal with this guy.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Actually so bad. I heard so bad. That's what I got. And maybe it's because they got another fight here where unfortunately no curse, no echo, right? Like,
yeah.
If you can't get those off, there's no way you're going to win an engagement at this point.
Lincoln's broken. Fissure, get away.
Nice protection here.
Schofield making sure his buddy gets out of there. So 40 minutes in now, and
already?
I know, right?
Time flies when you're having fun here, folks.
Well, we're averaging about 2 kills, or no, excuse me, a kill a minute. That math there took a back seat. But MKB is going to be the next option after that Butterfly is already finished. So Weaver, survivability, but not for that much longer.
I just want to see 9 get this E-Blade. I want to see the damage he's pumping out with this refresher. Speaking of which, another one picked up here from Amar. We've had so many refreshers in our 3 games now so far today.
It's true. It's the new item.
I mean, remember when it was the broken IM and then it got really nerfed? Now it's just back. We're just doing it again.
I still think refresher shouldn't refresh BKB. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, but BKB's trash now anyway. Who cares?
That's a good point. All right, fair enough.
But no, you're right. It's still obviously a major component of why it's good. Especially for 2 heroes like Sven and Razor.
Yeah. Another link. Get away from me. Don't want to see it.
Octarine Core. Scooped out here from Analog. Hopefully it makes it home. Courier is flying back.
Hector's just pushing. The split push is real. Skitter shows for a second. Hector back to farming.
Yeah,
I mean,
his heat map would just be bottom lane, you know,
yeah.
like this whole game.
Honestly. All right, Radiant scan. They know that they're up here. Amar is going to spot him immediately. I don't know if he gets out of this one. Force Staff gets away. And now Crit, he's down in a bit too far, and Analog's rolling back and forth over here. They're still trying to stay on to him. Amar with that BKB just walks in undeterred. KJ, he does manage to get it. Oh, that's the way that you kill Amar. Make him do it.
no damage.
It's not going to happen. Oh, God. And Hector, he's in trouble. Ultra kill him more. Oh, he's not stopping. He's not stopping. Get that man his rampage. GG is called. Get me some more. Dropping the mantles, dropping it all. As GG, they finish him off.
Gets in there, plants the flag in front of the fountain, says, Amar was here. I came, I saw, I caught.
Any discussion of maybe sending the Razor mid, or you knew I had to blind pick somebody mid, let's go for Earth Spirit?
There's a lot to do with what the enemy can pick as well, what they needed for the draft. So we're just like, it's just a game of what do we need, what they need, can we play with their weapons, and can we steal something? And in the end, the best thing to do when they banned their 2 heroes, right, was like taking their spirit with the primal ban. So that's why we went for it. But we considered the Razor mid, of course.
Well, let's see if that decision's going to work out for you. You seemed very confident. You were walking away from me and saying, like, well, I'll just do the Game 3 interview. Don't worry about it. Let's see how the Game 2 goes first as we send it now to our casters, Lyrical and Trent.
Thank you so much, Tsunami. Cass, of course. Shout out to the coach there from Heroic. Feeling very confident. And also, you know, said it out loud what everybody's been talking about. They're the only team right now that lets this Chen through and say, come and beat us with it. I can't ping. Okay.
Oh, wow, that's not great.
That's not great at all.
No.
Oh, wait, is the patch out? Is that what's they told us it was coming out, right?
Yeah. Every time this guy's, you look over, he's Arnu. Like, yeah. Playing games the other day, it lags for half a second. Oh, patch!
We got the patch?
Patch is here.
Ready for it.
It's coming.
It's not going to happen. Yeah, so I'm curious how this is going to work out. In the last game, there were definitely some issues that were going on. Are those? Oh, those are donkeys on the minimap.
The
I
dire
didn't realize
donkeys,
that.
Indeed.
Why they look evil?
They are evil looking. That's the dire.
That's true. That's fair. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at his red eyes.
Oh, menacing.
Terrified.
Vicious.
Get us out of there. Wait, can I see the Radiant ones now too, just real quickly?
Much friendlier. It's kind of
Do
like,
they actually?
Oh,
my
look,
God,
look at the way
are.
it trots.
Dude, I didn't know that.
What do you mean?
I didn't know there was an evil donkey.
Wow, cosmetics have corrupted. It's true. You don't see very many default donkeys anymore, do you?
No, but they're good. You know, you should do them. They're great. Anyways, back to this game. So we talked a little bit about the Chen a bunch, but that mid matchup is going to be the other thing to watch. How does Analog deal with this Monkey King? Fear and Lizard were talking about just sending heroes mid to try and kill it. We'll see if that works out for them.
Yeah, I definitely thought we were going to more into a Kunkka with what was left in the pool.
Right.
I think he was still in, but they went for the Earth Spirit, who's slightly more abusable in these matchups. He is vulnerable to these situations. Like, they talk about, like, the Huskar versus the Ember and stuff, but, like, versus any melee hero matchup, if you're, like, pretty sure they're going to do it, you want to send in this Monkey King. And I'm really looking forward to see how Nine plays it, like, aggressively. We're not expecting, like, a Battle Fury, I don't think, right? Like, this is going to be kind of a more active and aggressive Monkey King, I would assume.
It feels like more of a 9 hero than the Zeus was. Zeus is like stock standard mid, and he did the build that was like very, what you would see traditionally. I feel like with a Monkey King, that's a hero that I like seeing 9 on.
Well, we do have some returning heroes, though, of course, as the Shaker once more here for Schofield. Again, a kind of iconic hero for him. And Divine Llama taking up the Razor for himself this time, as Schofield has a battle versus his own creep that has been converted against him.
It's hard to deal with. They were not able to get that one away. And yeah, it's just going to chase him for forever. Can't even pop clarity, so frustrating. But yeah, I want to see if they do decide to make these moves over into the mid lane at some point. I mean, the ones you definitely expect are going to be that 6-minute mark, but there's some possibility they could do something for 4 too if they wanted. Did they connect that? He almost connected that pull. Haven't seen that happen in a while.
Yeah, we're kind of moved off of that, haven't we?
Counts up to 3, rolls down to bottom, 9 denies that water rune, and heads off. But so far, so good for Falcons. They are coming out ahead in each of these lanes. Still Sven having a good time for himself down bottom. which is better for Hector than we saw last time. And to be honest with you, you want to see Hector on a big strength hero.
Yeah, that is absolutely his classic thing. Did a great job on the Weaver last game, I have to say. He was probably one of the shining stars of that one for them. Just with how much farm he found on the map in situations where they were feeling pretty weak and kind of out of it, but still managed to stay kind of relevant here. But Divine Llama already having a way better time on the Razor. I think he's like doubled his CS compared to this time in the previous game where he kind of got like stuck on 5 for a while there. So better times for him. And you made a guarantee to me last game.
Oh, I know.
Lyrical.
They stole it.
Yeah, you said Divine Llama, Centaur, guaranteed next game. No. Snagged away here by Amar. Wants to show that he's got what it takes here on the hero. It's Divine Llama, like you mentioned, though, he's a pretty crazy guy and it goes to the blind stomps all the time. See if Amar pulls them off for us.
So far, at least, he is definitely having an okay time. Actually needs to be careful there. K1 taking a lot of damage, but you can see this is what you have to do eventually against the Monkey King. Just grab the wave, try and pull it back behind the tower, and get whatever little CS you can, because otherwise everything is going to get denied out.
Yeah, you're just pulling out your Huskar strats, basically.
Right. And this is how you have to play against it. So this wave will push in, but Analog should get something out of it at least. As down bottom, K1 in trouble, nowhere left to go, and is going to be killed. Crit drawing that first blood. That is huge. Shadow Demon loves to get that one.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. One of those heroes that those items start stacking up, the boots as well, just for getting those early disruption setups is really powerful.
Wow. Up top side. Divine Llama just getting hit by these gen creeps. Now, they will eventually clean that one up.
All that damage for 30 gold, though.
I know.
You know,
it's got to be more. I mean, that might be one of the ways that you could nerf Chen, is if you start upping the amount of, like, you know, gold that you get from him, it'd be pretty huge.
We got rid of Brood for like 2 years after we did that. That was great.
Nine still chasing. Wants to get onto Analog here. Can he connect up the creep wave that's coming in? Doesn't look like he's going to do it. Snaking, linked, damage out. That's enough. They get the kill. So Vi and Schofield paired together for that one.
Yeah, quick bit of vengeance here, but I mean, look at this wave mid for 9 right now. That is just so much gold in XP that what can Analog do, right? He basically is just trying to take advantage of the fact that he's so busy farming to maybe grab the wave himself.
Right. To be honest, though, in terms of levels, it's only about half a level difference. Gets the courier kill now.
Okay.
Can go for the kick roll if he needs to, or just go for the straight up roll. That's fine also.
Getting like one last hit of wave.
I mean, this is where you kill him, I think. Yeah, this should be big. Magnetize out. Reapply. Keep the damage moving. Crit is there to try and salvage this. Disruption. Fissure, waiting, can reapply again. 9, still taking a lot of damage, but that's 4 stacks now of the poison. Analog, he's gonna pop to this one almost. Takes a lot of damage there. Well, managed to get the kill.
And unfortunately, at the same time, they lose their Razor up top. Divine Llama goes down.
Oh, man.
Dire are scanning.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
I'll say it was just Penitence and CK.
KJ, in the meantime, making the move over to try and steal this Wisdom Rune. We'll see Amar. Now, they did scan, and they didn't see anybody over there onto the Wisdom Rune. As Divine Llama, he goes down right here. Link tries to walk away, but Fissure, it's not going to be enough to keep him alive. And yeah, just a little bit too late on Analog. Amar is there for the Wisdom Rune, so they can't even sneak that one from him.
That's the back-to-back death there. That's going to be a walk of shame right now. 40-second TP by the time he's back up on that Razor.
Yeah, that is, that one's painful. Not what you want to see.
Oh, he actually got the damage dodge on that?
Yeah.
That feels so hard, 'cause it rolls kind of, like, it moves kind of slow, you know what I mean? I wouldn't expect him to be able to get that. Very nicely done.
Schofield maybe in some trouble here. Crit is right onto him. Disruption. Moving in with the Chen creeps. God, 9 just shows up yet again. Oh, does he have enough to get away? Doesn't quite. No, they get the poison kill. And I mean, Devi Llama's just there, but they can't really do anything to him.
I mean, whose side of the map are we on here? It doesn't look like it's the Radiant side.
I know.
Does it?
I mean, everybody is off just on the other side farming, and he might die to this. 9
Not
chasing
again.
in. All right, no, he didn't have
He
outlets.
can't die this time. It's fine.
God,
He has 19 last hits, though.
I know. It's
Remember when I said his lane was going better? It's not. It's actually, I think, worse now at this point than it was on the Viper.
That's pretty bad. Skitter is huge. The panel is sweating in the green room, man.
Did they say heroic again? Is that
Yeah.
what it was? Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, I mean, to be fair, they said outdrafted.
That's a good point.
You know, they didn't say necessarily they're going to win. They just like their draft, which I can agree with on some elements of that.
Yeah,
But the monkey is unleashed. That's the problem.
that's right. Didn't stay on the collar. K1. It's 5.5 right now. He keeps on hitting crit. I don't know if he saw him there with that cosmetic. Definitely sees him now. And it is a mech done at 9 minutes. Yikes. 5,000 gold lead. Oh, that's really scary. Wait a minute. Banishment. Schofield does not have 6. Roll in from Analog. Can they bring these heroes down? They only got the magnetize onto crit. So he will go down to that over time. So they reapply, add the fire spirits, call it good, but they couldn't get the monkey.
Well, at least there's some punish for going in there.
True.
At the very least. But they did leave some vision behind here. That ward planted by 9. Give him an idea of who's moving through here. And of course, that is the hunting ground here for this Monkey King, who's now going to spot Devi Llama with that ward that crit placed earlier. And with the help of the Chen, they're going to try and go for this. And it was spot on the ward, though.
Yeah, they're going to back out. Aware that bad things could happen. I mean, to be fair, the other thing is that, like, with Monkey King having a... I mean, he's not that...
Whoa, armlet done. CK coming.
Oh, they're going to make a move.
Oh, Devi Llama. He's so
Yeah.
surrounded.
I mean, they have Earthshaker. He can maybe stop them going up the cliff. Waits for it and tries to get out. Okay, 9's onto him now, too. They get the net. All right, somebody was dying there.
Yeah, he gave his life up. I mean, if he doesn't go for that play and kind of get in the mix of it, then surely he's just going to lose his Razor. So I'm not sure who's more valuable to get gold on this point anyway, considering they are next to each other in the net worth chart. Oh, sorry, crit now has fallen down a little bit to get in between.
Like, the other problem that I'm seeing is it's not just that, like, you know, Chen has this mech and all the rest of it, but it's also the damage sources that you see on Heroic. Like, KJ is going to be one of the most important parts of it, and he doesn't have, he's obviously maxing fire speeds. He doesn't have the levels that he needs to be doing, like, the damage when these guys get all tanky.
No, I mean, they have 2 cores that are looking more like support values right now on the Earth Spear and the Razor, so...
Yeah.
The ability to make plays is rather low right now for Heroic. They got to find an overextension here from Falcons where they just go a little bit too deep, too aggressive, and they get this punish. They get a Fisher block or something, or you manage to find a moment where Hector actually gets to utilize the spend damage pre-blink, which who knows when he's ever going to get one of those.
Right, that doesn't help him farm. Trying to get into the Echo Saber. But yeah, the otherwise damage is just not really there for them, which feels pretty tough. And you can see, like, they're giving KJ this lane. They just want him to have whatever levels he can possibly get. Mars just denying range creep right in his face. That is gross. It's poor Phoenix.
Well, 9 at this point, looking towards the Maelstrom into the Glypnir. That's a great choice, right? It gives them that kind of control to help out, playing like a mid laner, more kind of like a spirit-based hero. He's just going to like nuke some waves, jump around the map, try and open up opportunities for his team.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And once more, it's another painful situation vision-wise for Heroic, right? Like you're playing this supports that kind of want to stay back. And the Phoenix and the Earthshaker, and you got Monkey King, you got Shadow Poison, you got just Chen Creeps running around, you got Stampede as well, which also makes these like set-in-place fights that Shaker and Phoenix like kind of difficult, because Stampede just makes things really chaotic.
Right, they don't really have the ways to keep people all together in these either. You need the stun combinations to really make it work. And to be honest, it doesn't feel like they're going to be fighting anytime soon at all.
No, I mean, look at the way they just collapse down on this tower, take it out.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They're kind of nearby here, but again, that ward is still there in the middle of the Radiant jungle. So it's been spotting Analog in here, Divine Llama farming. Like, they know there's zero resistance. And they know they're just out farming them right now, so why change what they're doing?
Right. Really good tenacity being shown. Get the farm on, make the moves, want to catch Snake King, but that was also Magnetize used. Oh, man. That's a feels bad. That one hurts.
Yeah.
Still coming up a little bit short on that roll.
Is under attack.
And I mean, that right there also is, you know, the levels differential as well, right? You're getting, you can get to level 10 on Earth Spirit can start to help you out a little bit more. Getting that extra distance might have been able to catch him. But down bottom, a lot of heroes on the side of Falcons. They keep on making these little incursions into the area, trying to set up for the rune.
Blink Dagger reveal here from Amar.
Analog went in, he wanted it, and they don't have Magnetize now either. Egg up on the high ground, that's pretty good.
That's a great Fisher. He somehow managed to save Analog.
9. He's just gonna TP out. Now Divine Llama gets hit. Okay, never mind, he's going back in. Who needs to TP when you can just walk in and fight? 5 heroes get together, just explode these guys down. Schofield wanting to escape, but he is not going to be able to get away as Falcons get a double on 9 and keep the party rolling.
No plans on stopping here for Falcons. And a bit like these previous tournaments they've been at. They've kind of been on this thing where they win a lot of them. Not all of them. They have them. I mean, they've also been dropping at least a couple games in the group stages here too. But I mean, you heard them. They haven't been like scrimming a whole lot. They got a stand in here. I was just kind of chilling, but pretty damn good right now at Dota.
Absolutely. 9 spots Divine Llama. And it looks like they are going to Wukong's. Okay. Wukong's baited.
Yeah, no, this is just a zoning Wukongs.
True. Roll in now, finding 1. Snaking. Echo onto 2. That's pretty good as well. Mech Pop tries to run away. Will they be able to chase after him and get him? It looks like the answer is yes. Samar also hit by this Magnetize. It's pretty good damage. They can get their abilities off. It's feeling a bit better, but Hector, he's not quite going to be so lucky as they pull back in and kill that Sven. Nothing comes free.
Such a nice grab from down bottom too. Actually getting a bit of momentum on their side. And a great Echo Slam early, of course, for Schofield. The help of that neutral camp that was nearby. I think that juiced that up a little bit. It might have a shot at actually getting a blink dagger. I thought he was going to be way longer on this, but he got quite a bit of gold from that engagement.
They have a Monkey King chasing here.
A frightening clarity.
That's right. It's probably the scariest clarity.
Yeah, I would say so. Unless there's like a poisoned one in the shop or something. But I think that the hasted one that turns into a monkey god is probably the more frightening one. Scanning next here from the Radiant. They have successfully identified that they are indeed at their ancients again here. Hector, apparently no cares though.
It's like, dude, I would rather
he
die.
got him
Oh, okay. Cutting him, bringing him down. Hand of God, damage out.
Fisher?
They get him. Oh, well played, well played. Can they take down Skitter now afterwards? TP away. Ah, it wasn't enough. That would have been sick if they would have kicked him into that, but not meant to be.
What? That was crazy. The scan into I'm going in.
Hector's like, you are not taking my ancients without my saying something about it.
That was huge. I mean, they needed a way back into this game. That was a little bit crazy. He gets the cut down tree stun into the follow-up there from the Shaker that miraculously gets a benefit of charging into the enemy.
Yeah. It would have been huge if they could have afterwards gotten that CK2, but no such luck.
So greedy. Can't you just be happy?
No.
Look.
Devi desperately trying to heal him. Oh, Egg doing some work. Not enough, though.
Oh, and now Hector kind of baited a little bit here. He thought, oh, maybe I can finish off that Monkey King.
Schofield's nearby. They throw out 1 stun, try and run. looks like they'll be able to escape.
No more fun.
Not today. The fun has left the building.
The fun has entered the building because Crit has a blink dagger now and Shout even.
Schofield almost has his too. Oh no, that's pretty bad. Jump in, kill off Analog, and now they also find him. Oh, he's so close to his blink. Give him his gold. Leave him alone. Echo it. Quick, run away. Oh my god, he wants it so badly. This is the bounty rune. Anything. Leave me alone. Deny. Oh! Yo, that was sick. Well played.
I was thinking it was actually out of mana, so he couldn't like persuasion to try and stop him doing that.
Yeah. A1. Oh, the rest of the team's coming. They're moving in oh so slowly. He doesn't have a way to survive it yet. Sunray's not enough healing. That's the issue. I mean, it's good eventually. 3 points in it right now on the Phoenix.
The third blink dagger of the game now coming out here. Skitter CK. So they're just going to have full-on jump capabilities around this entire map between Monkey King, Shao Demon, as well as the Centaur War Runner. Oh, I guess it's 4 blinks. Counting's hard.
We'll see how much it ends up making a difference. I feel like in theory the blinks seem good, but I think that like for heroic it starts to get pretty scary if you don't like manage to find a kill in that initial big burst that comes out. And Falcons can just like run them down. At least the way that we've seen it going so far. Schofield hoping somebody was going to be in that creep wave. No such luck. But KJ now level 10 on the Phoenix.
Kind of surprised Crit's not going even more luxury, you know? Currently I have just the blink force staff, a little bit simple. Great force staff game versus Sven, of course. It's always going to be a helpful item versus
Oh,
hero.
Devi. Stop hitting it, stop hitting it. All right, you let him go.
Yeah, but now you...
Feels bad. The rest of the team.
Try this again here.
There he goes. Now they're finishing it. So Schofield gets a free shard for himself.
Scan connects from the Dire for a moment.
Okay, one is really low. Oh no. Oh man. Oh, BKB run away. Get out of there.
But they still had Stampede, but I mean, they're just saying like, hey, BKB's down, right? Like, why chase? Why force that fight into the tower and then you end up getting Fisher blocked or something?
Wisdom Rune about to spawn. Don't think they're going to be able to contest that. Oh my god, he's caught without BKB. Oh no. He didn't go back to base. Yeah, that one hurts. Skitter now wanting to chase. Can't quite get in range. I mean, they're just so farmed right now on all of Falcons that all they need is that mobility to find him, and people are just going to die. And this might be another one right here. Devi Lama, does he step back in? It looks like they actually want to fight and make use of this Earthshaker Blink Dagger. Like, it's not going to be an easy fight for them without the Sven, but maybe you can do something, getting this vision in the area.
I might not expect them to be just like so grouped up still, right? Because sometimes when if the enemy team has lost a hero, you kind of spread out, maximize GPM, but if they had jumped in there, that would have gone pretty poorly for Heroic. Now they're going to group up again here. Sven is up top, so they could maybe try and like find a fight a little bit closer to him, or they just kind of YOLO into the enemy agents.
Well, a bottled amplified damage is pretty big. We'll see what Earth Spirit's able to do with that one. I mean, I do feel like even though they're so far ahead, if they can find like a quick pick or something onto the Chen at the start of this, there could be something working there. And of course, Schofield wanting to make good use of this Echo Slam. See Skitter, if they go on him, Crit's going to be right there, right behind him.
Oh, they're
They are
pretty pumped
kinda
for a second there.
grouped. No chance.
Someone made the call of just back away there. That could have been problematic. They smoked.
K1, they find him. 2 seconds, stun follow-up. Already so low, gonna go for the stun. TP, nope, just turn, burn, try and bring him down, do what damage you can, but it's more than enough from the CK.
They're smoke ganking Chen's creeps though.
I mean, they got them, but ooh, that was close. Divine Llama, TP broken, does still have friends nearby to help him out.
And I'm gonna try and push that here. Just knowing there's probably many Radiant heroes back there and it's not worth it. They get the bigger prize there and take out the Sven and head towards the Roche.
I mean, in spite of 5 deaths, it is kind of crazy that Sven is kind of keeping up in farm.
That's true.
But I feel like it's going to come back to haunt him here as Falcons are ready to take this Roche and put the clamps down on this game.
I mean, you say haunt him, but he's the one who's died 5 times. So if anything, he's the one haunting other people. Because he's a ghost so often.
Haunting his team.
He's got time to walk around behind them. He's dead so often here on land, you know?
Yeah, that's a good point.
What's going on over here, huh? Where were you when I was up there? My TV was on cooldown, just like walks over.
I mean, they are really, really rolling here. Falcons have come up with all of the answers. I mean, Chen is now ahead of the Razor in terms of farm.
And that's bad.
That's not good.
We're gonna say
at the very
that's
least.
not good. Okay.
At the very least.
Okay, but now
Yeah?
hear me out here.
Tell me.
Spirit Vessel.
Yeah, true.
Okay. You know, Monkey King's BKB runs out.
Yeah,
Spirit Vessel on there. That's pretty good.
that's a good point.
Catch him off guard. Echo Slam. Now, last game the Echo Slam couldn't save it, but now that he's practiced it and he's warmed up for the day,
Right.
maybe he'll hit some bigger Echo Slams.
Well, he needs to get level 2 Echoes. So trying to get to that level 12.
That would make it better.
Yeah. Stampede. Ooh, roll. He got it off. In spite of the Orchid still chasing. Meanwhile, they spot 9. Back on the other side, the Blade Mail. Will it be enough to stop them? Well, yeah, actually, the combo of that and the Fissure.
It's so good.
Hector. Okay, 9. Getting drained. Jump forward. Echo! On to 3, but they have the follow-up. Where is he? He got stunned. Sven wasn't there for the follow-up. Oh, they couldn't catch it. It was such a good freaking connection, and now Divine Llama starts to die. 9 pops that BKB, turns around. Analog in trouble. Hector, he was not able to fight at all in that entire one. BKB turns, starts to hit onto 9. Maybe this is their turnaround opportunity. Disruption, save for the moment. Amar in on it. Another 2-second stun, and K1 just getting kited and demolished.
Snake King's beating the drums.
More and
just go
more.
crazy.
They keep going, and as soon as there's signs of life, it all gets just completely taken away. These Falcons, proving why they're one of the teams to beat in this tournament. That was rough, man.
I mean, that's the moment that you're looking for, that you're dreaming of in this situation. But it's not just one hero that can make it happen, right? They weren't able to get the Sven, which meant they also, because like if Sven is available and maybe has like a full follow-up stun and everything, then maybe KJ has the confidence going with the egg at the same time, right? And then that all connects. But I mean, that's why it's a comeback thing that often is only like dreamed of in such perfect sequence, because the reality of Dota, it's pretty hard to connect that all together at once.
Right. I mean, I think if you the stun coming out from the CK at that point, not being able to get the BKB off, that part of it definitely hurts. But in the end, you know, Falcons, they're making the moves that they need to close this game out and send us to another 2-0. The first 2 series of the day ended up going the full 3-game sets, but if this one keeps going at this rate, it's going to be over rather rapidly. Under award yet again, so they know the direction they're at. Hector immediately running away to just Master Madness. Yeah, they got KJ though.
At the same time, here you can see some kicks, bit of a roll here.
Oh man. Oh god.
Stomped.
And Divine Llama I mean, do you really want to fight? Do you want to do this? You trying to do this? I don't know if they have enough. I don't think he has enough. Llama kills himself. Amar's standing tall.
Oh, no.
Not going to be stopped. Oh, and now he's clipped. Make it stop. Throw in the towel. They're done. They're done. Holy moly.
Oh. Oof.
Jeez.
Yeah, you said it, buddy.
Yeah, that was a fair bit of damage.
That device face says it all right there, huh?
Yeah.
It's like,
top tower has fallen.
Wow. 26,000 gold. Yeah, and the damage was just not there. They
yeah,
don't
he
have
also
it.
just got the plus 45 retaliate damage talent.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we can also add that on now.
Yeah. That will probably be the one. A Bloodthorn now completed on this CK. But Heroic, feeling like maybe there's still an opportunity. To be fair, that Wombo combo, we saw how good it could be. Almost.
The stars align.
Right? Maybe they just need to bait on, Falcons cutting down the Monkey King's tree.
That did work the last time they got a really big kill.
The Chen update is that he is now ahead of the Earth Spirit.
Chen watch.
Exactly. Keep an eye on it. Also, crit. Getting close to the same.
Radiant are scanning.
They're monsters. And, well, 2.5 minutes till Roche, but with that same ward there, Hector found yet again. He's BKBing, he's turning to fight. The blade mail's there, he's gone. Game is hard.
Skeeter's godlike.
Yeah.
Guess everyone's gonna start building up some pretty big streaks when there's only 5 kills in the enemy team, huh?
Yeah, that'll happen. Boundless. Connection. Silence. Disruption. Every time you think you're gone, you ain't gone. Has to pop the BKB to run, and then Amar jumps in, finds KJ, just up on it, and actually Divine Lame's killing himself again. The blade mail, he ends up taking him down. You can't stop the pain. Every time you hit him, just taking more back in the other turn, and now they're up on the high ground. Now they pull in, they're gonna kill off KJ. There are not that many places left to go. Trying to kill Amar, linking him. Stop hitting him. It's not doing what you think it's doing. You're just hurting yourself. Divine Llama, don't do it. Don't do it. There's so much more to live for. Oh, God. And now Skitter there onto K1 Hector. They're going to pop the ultimate. BKB this time from Skitter. 9 is going to connect onto Analog. GG is called. I need to look at how much damage Blade Mail and Retaliate did this game, because Amar was big.
Yeah. Yeah, he was pretty unstoppable this whole series, honestly.